All right, Mr. TALIAFERRO TV, how's everybody doing out there? So we're going to take this one step at a time. Lonzo Ball, the starting point guard of the Los Angeles Lakers, the premier talent of Big Baller Brand, even though I think his father might low-key be the premier talent of Big Baller Brand. Lonzo Ball is the person without Lonzo Ball's gifts on the court. Doesn't look like his other two brothers will be in the NBA anytime soon. Without Lonzo's gifts on the court, this brand is impossible. I mean, obviously, he went 1 year at UCLA. Now, again, he plays for the Lakers. Magic Johnson wanted him. His dad hyped him up, got him drafted number 2 in the NBA draft, and now he's the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, to put in perspective, because I've watched every Lonzo Ball game this year, to put in perspective where he's at in the growth process, I think the media is being too hard on Lonzo Ball. That's my opinion. I think the brother has a lot of growing up to do. I think I think the thing that you need to be concerned about is his mentality. That's what I'm looking at. Because he's averaging like 8 and 7 or something like that, or something close to that. His averages are not bad for a rookie. His mentality is kind of where I'm concerned at. A lot of times he doesn't seem to be engaged. And mentally, he's one of the worst in the league from a field goal percentage. That's where I'd be more concerned at. It's not about him and the shot, more or less. It's about the fact that mentally, a lot of times, the brother just seems to be out there, but not really making an impact whatsoever, not controlling the offense, not pushing the envelope. And that's pivotal. Anyways, let's put the Lonzo on the court to the side. We'll come back to that. A few months ago, Lonzo Ball said some comments that a lot of people deemed to be crazy. I didn't really look at him too crazy. I get it. I know where he was going with that. Lonzo Ball, in an interview, he was asked about, what is he listening to pregame and all that. And he was like, y'all outdated, man. Don't nobody listen to Nas no more. Real hip hop is the Migos and Future. All right, then let's put a tweet on the screen. Lonzo gave us his top 5 rappers in order. Wayne, Future, DMX, 50, and Pop. All right. To put in perspective, when Nas dropped his classic album, ILLMATIC, Lonzo wasn't even born yet. Heck, to put it in more perspective, when ILLMATIC dropped, I was 2 months old. How do you expect me to understand the album, like to understand Nas at his peak, right? I don't get it. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to judge Lonzo for saying don't nobody listen to Nas anymore. I'm not going to judge him for that. As kids, people ain't listening to Nas like that. Our generation, not for the most part. There are people who do listen and backtrack to Nas. I'll backtrack from time to time, but to say I'm just waiting on that new Nas music, come on now. He ain't even releasing music like that. Come on now, y'all. Let's just be real. I get it, the 90s era or whatever. Y'all gotta understand we didn't grow up in that era. Stop trying to make us. Now, I do think there should be a level of respect for what Nas has done for hip hop and what Hove and guys like that have done for hip hop. Now, when he starts to say that Nas ain't hip hop or real hip hop is Migos and Future, that's disrespectful. That's the only thing that I deem is just disrespectful. Remember, after that, I think Nas's manager might have came out and took a jab back at Lonzo, whatever. But now Lonzo is on a troll spree. He pulled up to the Lakers game tonight in Madison Square Garden. This is Lonzo Ball's first time playing in the Garden. Y'all already know careers are born in the Garden. It's every big player in the league. They have a staple game at the Garden. If you're a big-time player, you have a staple game at the Garden. You always remember your first game at the Garden. You got his dad on the court. You know what I mean? The Lakers, Knicks. Come on now. These two of the biggest franchises in the history of the NBA. And he pulled up with the Lonzo, with him on the hoodie. And if you can't tell, that's the ILLMATIC album cover. But instead of Nas being in the center of that bad boy, there is a Lonzo Ball. So he is clearly trolling anybody who had something to say about him saying Nas ain't hip hop anymore and Nas is outdated. That's clearly a troll. There ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. Now, here's my thing. And this is a lesson to everyone, right? And including me, right? When you troll somebody or when you clown somebody, that's all great. But make sure you're up when you do it. That is my only rule to trolling. Make sure you don't leave yourself wide open for any scrutiny on the backside, pause, or anything that could come back your way, right? And that's what I think Lonzo Ball has done. He left himself open for scrutiny. So not only did the Los Angeles Lakers lose the game to the New York Knicks tonight, matter of fact, you know what happened? Kristaps Porzingis went went off for 37. Another young player that's better than Lonzo Ball. So if we could put the real ILLMATIC cover on the screen right now for me, yeah, Kristaps Porzingis is the real troll here tonight because he went off for 37 and destroyed the Los Angeles Lakers. Lonzo had a decent game. I think he had like 16, 5 and 5 or something like that. 16, 8 and 5, I believe. It was decent, and he had a nice little stretch. But let's make something clear, Lonzo Ball. You are in no position to be trolling. Not because of who you are, but because of where your team is at this year and your progression as a player. Man, Lonzo, I think you got a chance to be, at best, Jason Kidd, probably more or less a very, very good role player. You're not going to be a superstar. Let's make that clear. But it confuses me and it kind of messes me up in my head when I see you doing all this trolling, when I see you having fun, trying to throw jabs at Nas and all his fans. I'm like, yo, Lonzo, you ain't having that good of a season, my brother. Again, I said he averaging like 8, 8, and 7. That's not bad by any means. It's pretty good for a rookie point guard. But yo, have you looked at your Lakers record? Y'all are not good. I don't know the last time he looked at the Lakers record, but I did. Y'all like 10th in the Western Conference, 11th actually, behind the Clippers and the Oklahoma City Thunder, and only 2 games ahead of the Phoenix Suns. They're not good. Y'all 10 and 16. You ain't in no position to be trolling anybody. Your brothers in the Big Baller brand, I don't know if you've been watching what's been happening over the last 2 weeks. The Big Baller brand is going down the Big Baller trash can right now. Your brother got caught stealing and he owns a Ferrari. ID out here stealing sunglasses. I don't know if I'm just saying, if Nas would have, and I don't think Nas is going to respond to Lonzo with a diss record, you left yourself wide open for Nas to have plenty of ammo to shoot at you. Now, how corny would Nas look trolling or dissing Lonzo? It's not going to happen. I'm just saying. You left yourself wide open when you dissing a legend like Nas. Lonzo, you ain't a legend yet. And please, let's not compare Lonzo the rapper to Nas. Matter of fact, since we're doing some comparisons, yo, Lonzo, my G, when you see guys like Kobe and Shaq, when they rap back in the good day, AI, these are guys who were, though they were young at the time, we knew they'd be all-timers. All 3 of those guys are all-timers. You, my brother, we don't know if you're going to be in the league in 4 to 5 years. I'm just being honest. Again, averaging 8, 8, and 7 now, but let's say he never gets better. Let's say that jump shot never improves. And you know his dad still comes with him. In 3 years, you mean to tell me the Lakers don't want to give him a max deal? I don't think so. Lonzo, I don't know if you looked up in the league. You're not winning Rookie of the Year this year. Ben Simmons is going to do that. As a matter of fact, Lonzo Ball, you're not even the second best rookie in the NBA right now. That'll be Dennis Smith Jr. As a matter of fact, many can make the case, Lonzo, you're not even the best rookie on your team. Kyle Kuzma has been a more consistent rookie thus far this season. If we're playing the average game, Kyle Kuzma is currently averaging more points than Lonzo Ball. Kyle Kuzma is currently more efficient than Lonzo Ball, averaging more rebounds than Lonzo, or they about the same in rebounds. Excuse me, I don't want to diss Lonzo and not get it right, but from a PER, Kyle Kuzma's better than Lonzo Ball. I'm just saying, Lonzo, you're doing a lot to be not even the best rookie on your team, let alone thinking you got the dignity and you got the clout to be dissing a legend in Nas. I don't understand that completely. So the rule that I just have for this, you can diss whatever you want. It's a free country. Who in the heck am I to tell you otherwise? I just want you to do your due diligence. Lonzo Ball, I know all the New York niggas with Big Tim's gonna hop in my comment section. You ain't got no business dissing Nas yet, bro. You ain't put in enough work in the game to be coming at a legend in Nas. You got to be legend in your field to come at a legend in Nas. If he wanted to come at you in some form or fashion, you're wide open right now. You're wide open, and your Lakers ain't making the playoffs this year, and you ain't leading this team correctly, and Luke Walton has sat you in many fourth quarters. Trust me, I'm a Lakers fan. I watch every dribble of Los Angeles Lakers. I don't know what Lonzo was thinking about trolling Nas and his fan base. I don't understand that one bit. Y'all can talk to me in the comment box below. Are y'all able just to take Lonzo's troll as a joke? Or do you think he should pull back a little bit? I want you guys to talk to me. Comment box 100K game. It looks like we're going to get there sooner than I expected. Please subscribe to my channel. No hard feelings, Lonzo Ball, but yo, I'm a Lakers fan. You got to produce on the court. You ain't good enough this year yet to be doing that, to be trolling Nas. I don't think so personally. And for those, let's just clear it up. What I think about his career could potentially be very good, but likely, like in all likelihood, he's going to be a decent to borderline good player. That's where he's headed. Because his mentality is not starting. He's a role player. As soon as he gets that ball, he's passing it. And at UCLA, we thought that was him just trying to make a great play. But in the NBA, I'm telling you, watch Lonzo. In the backcourt, he doesn't want that ball for more than 5 seconds. All right? You got to switch that up before you diss Nas. I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now, you're turning up on MrTaliaferro.com, shawty. Yeah.